It was a quiet evening when I first saw Eun-woo on my screen. The rain was falling softly outside, and I was sitting by the window with a cup of coffee, lost in my thoughts. Then his smile appeared. For a moment, everything around me disappeared. His eyes seemed to hold a warmth I couldn't explain, and I found myself smiling at my phone. How can someone I've never met make my heart feel this way? I whispered. That night, I dreamed about him. In my dream, I was walking through a beautiful garden, filled with white flowers when I heard a familiar voice behind me. Are you lost? I turned around, and there he was, Eun-woo, smiling at me. Maybe, I replied nervously. Then I'll help you find your way, he said. We walked together beneath the moonlight, talking as though we had known each other forever. He told me about his dreams, his favorite songs, and the simple things that made him happy. I told him about my hopes, my fears, and the kind of love I secretly wished for. He listened carefully, never looking away. Finally, he stopped beneath a tree covered with tiny glowing lights. Do you know what makes someone beautiful? He asked. I shook my head. It's not their face, he said softly. It's the kindness they carry in their heart. I smiled. Then why are you looking at me like that? I asked. He laughed softly. Because I think your heart is beautiful. My heart raced. Before I could answer, he gently reached for my hand. Sometimes, he whispered, the person we dream about isn't meant to stay in our dreams forever. Suddenly, I woke up. The room was quiet. The rain was still falling. I looked at my phone and saw Eun-woo's picture on my screen. I smiled, realizing it had only been a dream. But it was a dream that left my heart feeling strangely happy. Days passed, and whenever I felt lonely, I remembered his words. I began to understand that perhaps the dream wasn't really about Eun-woo. It was about hope. It was about believing that somewhere in the world, someone could love me gently, respect me deeply, and make my heart feel safe. One evening, I stood by the same window where it had all begun. The rain started falling again. I closed my eyes and imagined that beautiful garden. Then I smiled. Thank you for visiting my dream, I whispered. And somehow, in that moment, I felt peaceful. Maybe true love doesn't always arrive exactly as we imagine it. Sometimes it begins as a dream, a wish, or a beautiful thought that reminds us what our hearts deserve. So if you are watching this, and you have ever dreamed of a love that feels impossible, don't be ashamed of it. Keep dreaming, keep believing, and most importantly, never settle for a love that makes you feel small. Because somewhere between dreams and reality, your own beautiful love story may already be waiting for you. And for me, Eun-woo will always remain a beautiful reminder that sometimes, one smile is enough to make an ordinary evening feel like the beginning of forever.